As we talk today about how to improve time management for students, first I think we need to dispel a common myth and then get you a powerful tool so that you can do this better. First of all, the myth. Time management. It's a myth. You can't manage time. How would you do it? Where would you grab it? How would you manipulate it or push it around? Can you save time? Not really. Where would you keep it? Can you take some of today's time and apply it to tomorrow because you don't want to use it yet? No. That's what I mean. Time management is a myth. You can't manage time. Here's what we do know about time. We get the same allotment every day, don't we? Every day. In fact, when people tell me, oh, I don't have time for that, it's always a lie. If I say it, I'm lying. I don't have enough time? Well, you got as much time as anybody on the planet. 24 hours, 7 days a week. True? How we use it can vary greatly from one person to the next. Really, instead of saying I don't have time, we should probably say, I don't value the activity you're proposing enough to move other things. But that sounds rude, so we just say we don't have time. The other factor that I think is important to consider as we dispel this myth is that we could ever do anything at a time other than now. When we're doing things, it's now, isn't it? Can you do something later? No. I mean, if you didn't do it right now, when you're doing it, it will be now then. You can't do anything later. When you do it, it's going to be now. That's the only time we can do anything. So with that understanding, let's see if we can apply some tools that will help us with this. Students specifically tend to be under a lot of time constraints. They feel strapped or stressed for their time. Part of this is because the general guideline is that for every 1 hour in class, you spend 2 hours outside of class doing your reading, your studying, your homework, your assignments. That's the general rule. So a student in college with a 3-course hour class is going to be spending at least 6 hours outside of class. When you start to add the classes together, you can see that this is a full-time job. Now, students at different levels of schooling will have different requirements, but that's a basic rule of thumb, 2 hours for every hour in class. When is that going to happen? See, the trap that we get into, and maybe that our students get into, is, well, I'll do that later. No, you won't. Remember the myth? The only time you can do anything is now. So let's get clear about doing things now. You can't do everything right now. In fact, right now, you and I are having a conversation. You're not doing all that other stuff right now. So let's define now in a way that it can be useful for us. Now has a start time and an end time, and a very specific task in between those two end points. The hour of homework, for example, that needs to happen. It's not going to happen right now because you're doing this right now. What now? This is where a calendar or a schedule becomes very useful. That's a way we can organize our nows. My calendar is simply a collection of nows. On my calendar today is to spend this time with you. I'm not doing anything else right now. When you're watching this video, My now has already passed and I'm probably doing something else. But right now, while I have the camera in front of me, you're the only one I'm talking to. Everything else has to wait for its own now. If you look at tomorrow on my calendar, I have a whole bunch of nows lined up, usually with a client's name attached to it, or a presentation that I'm giving, or a podcast that I'm hosting, or whatever it is that I'm doing. Those nows are all lined up. Start time, end time, very specific task in between. What if I do the specific task in the now that I planned it, but I don't finish it? Yeah, does this ever happen to you? Happens to me all the time. You create a new now. I think the main part of this whole point is get clear about doing things now and create the now in which to do it. This is the best time management, which is a myth, technique that I could ever share with you. Before you move on to your next now, another powerful concept that comes from both philosophy and psychology is to stay in the now. This is powerful, especially for students who sometimes wish, as they're doing their studies, that they were somewhere else. Staying present has a double meaning. Present means here, and present means now. Staying here and now with the task at hand increases productivity and satisfaction. This is really valuable for students who might not want to be doing this right now, but if they can stay present, then this now becomes far more productive and they get better outcomes. Stay here, stay now. When you're studying this particular topic, be in that topic without allowing the mind to wander off here and there. Stay in the now. We get stuck in our own minds sometimes, and it's helpful to have an accountability partner like a coach. LiveOnPurpose.coach has a number of resources for you. If this is something that would assist you in moving forward with your goals, please check it out. We have some fantastic people there who are trained in the principles that we talk about on this channel. I'll see you tomorrow. And I wished